Darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
There is work to do.
How delicious.
Your desire?
No time to rest.
Refugees, adventurers, and even a drow. No one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need? Sylvanas, guide your path. Well met. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the Grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Well met. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. I know it's we druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, May Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. You sound just like Korga. But it had to come to this. I prayed to Sylvanas each night. The Wildfather will protect those refugees. I hope. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Sylvanas, guide your path.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
What? The dangers of overpriced taverns and muddy streets? I think I'll take that risk.
The city's not going anywhere. I'm staying. We're needed here.
Zerg! Fine. We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. You don't understand. My apprenticeship with Lorroakan begins shortly. I cannot be late. Yes, that Lorroakan. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramaz's tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Don't be fooled by mere gossip. The byproducts of ignorance and jealousy. I've admired Lorroakan for years. Never dreamed he'd answer my letter. But I've worked myself to the bone for this. Few can match me in either magic or talent. The names Roland and Lorroakan will be known far and wide. You'll see. My Thunder Wave will make quick work of any goblin. Just you wait.
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can. It's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Elbows high. Now pull back and swing.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this. You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. Doomed to shed our skin and become a Lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
That ship sailed the Styx already. All I can hope for is to limit the damage. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. Just so you know, my first duty is Karlach. I'm oath-bound to go after her. But I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation. You'll need to make room if you want to partner up, though. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer. A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
Again!
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two. Good job. Now they're even more scared. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two. Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what will come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
We're exposed now.
Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
My Thunder Wave will make quick work.
And again. Hello there, swing.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Food. You want it or not? Suit yourself. But the only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
I am not grumpy.
Scowl on your face.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Well, that depends. What's wrong, lovey? Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse. What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home. I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Nay, bother, love. Come back anytime.
You're an idiot. No helping it. We're exposed now.
Doesn't taste half bad.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
Damn goblins!
Oh, I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel. Ain't letting anyone here near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlor near got us killed. Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged him, the stupid bastard. These weren't no normal goblins. And Liam weren't no friend, all right? Just another raw recruit, thought he was in some storybook. Small mercies.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts. Don't make me urge you, boy.
Too late! Looking...
If it ain't the friendly drow. Thought you were with the goblins when you showed up at the gate. Glad you weren't. You fight well. Not like them bloody tieflings. Thanks, Mum. Now please do feck off. Yeah, you really saved the day. Swooping in and playing the hero. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here. And losing track of the bloody druid. Alcyn. He's a leader around these parts. Or was. We've got a contract. To track down some relic. And he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now. Wasn't no few goblins, mate. There's an entire hive of them. Contract failed to mention that part. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here, with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kelemvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die. Easy money. Yeah, right.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though? A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out. No bother. We're just daydreaming anyhow.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
Luck's been on our side this far. No reason to think it'll run out now.
Optimism, my friend. Try it out.
Can't wait to get back to the game. Use these wooden tools.
Get back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it!
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it. We're cornered in this place.
That orc seems a little too interested in me.
Oh! Hey! You're one of those drow, right? I heard stories about you. How you all live underground and steal kids away. Oh. Okay. Hey. Would you like to see something fun? Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. You haven't seen anything yet, mister. Go on. Take the ring and watch your fortune change. Leaping bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails? Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested? Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that. You got it. One sec. That's what I got. Nothing caught.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. Her hands hide her face, preventing you from reading her expression.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
Please, let us through.
It is forbidden.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, Hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Hey, you here to trade or? Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you. Hey, you're not taking any slaves here. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps.
We need to get Arabella out. Now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake. Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Breaking into druid chambers to steal a sacred relic. Oh, she sounds like fun.
Great, another one.
We'll figure something out. We always do.
She must be terrified. Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away. Keep this up and you'll have blood on your...
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
Would that we could speak freely, my Earthheim friend.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Calm, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, step back. We'll not tolerate drow in here. Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Why would she allow one of them? I suppose so. You! Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. But a word of warning. One wrong move and every single animal here will tear you apart.
Your master let us in here. We're your guests.
They don't care! Look at them!
Ah, my grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place?
Yes, I see. And is that with 2 R's or what?
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings.
Do my eyes deceive me? A drow! Here! Forgive my surprise. It's rare to find your kind above ground. Rare and intriguing on a day already packed with intrigue.
You were at the gates just now, no?
When the goblins came, you saw them up close?
A few questions, if you please.
There's no overstating my interest.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Goblins struck fear and awe in heart of wilting witness.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? The truth, my friend. Not a jot more or less. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the Absolute when they fell upon the gates? Really? Well, this does complicate things. But then again, well, never mind.
I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute.
The scandal!
Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind.
I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle.
My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again. Pardon me, I must prepare to travel. Good day, my friend.
Come on. All the druids can understand me. You can. Why can't the man with the pen? I traveled a long way.
The man nods thoughtfully and adds another dismembered limb to his sketch.
Defendenos ab imminentibus equilibrio tuo.
Yes, I see.
Complexum tuo altera.
I do wish I could understand you.
I'm sleeping. Okay.
Shh! I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle? Yeah, you're right. This is better.
Agenecula mor in umbra tua, pater arborum.
Speak. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. Perhaps not. But that does not make it right. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people. The ritual is Korga's decision, but she is not our leader. Master Halsin welcomed the refugees in. I wait for him to resolve this.
I thought you were Halsin.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Alcin? Promise me a mate.
Why did you leave? Ab terra autum ad nostifera.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses, Kagha? Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvana.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Kagha. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. We will speak soon enough. First, judgment must be passed. The parasite eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Kagha. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Silence. I answer only to Mistress.
Very well. She may go. Break your word, and my serpent shall feed. Sif, Tila to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions? Ha! And you don't? You're wholly without vice or sin, or the occasional lapse in judgment? No. You don't strike me as quite that boring.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think? I should hope not. Have you ever heard the people who want to talk about themselves? I'm doing you a favor. Sweet of you, but don't worry. I'm sure you'll get to know me just fine by traveling together. No need for interrogations just yet. Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
Rat watches your movements, but does not speak.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. Master Halsin. Perhaps Goblin caught, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Our need is great. I will open the treasures of this grove to you, even if the Circle forbids it. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else. Come, Silver. Stay close.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts? Stupid or a liar. Neither is needed here. Go!
We have the right.
Leave. You are not wanted here.
Kill anyone, but I won't let this grove be harmed. Not again.
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
Please leave. Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.
Leave.
A deep elf. In our grove, on this day. A sign. Or rather, a gift. Who better to understand a watchful broodmother than a beloved child of Lolth? Don't we? I've studied drow culture. You have a talent for self-preservation. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. Is it not her nature to strike at invaders? No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out. And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
In umbra tua pater arborum.
Keep their confidence if you insist.
Complexum tuum aptera
Show some dignity and leave. You've burdened this place with your troubles long enough.
Get out!
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
You barged in without an invitation. I wouldn't call that friendly. See, you're in my territory, and I want you gone. Okay, calm down. We can make a deal. How about this? You can stay if you keep those ugly feet on the ground. I'll even sweeten the pot. Found some weird smelling stuff on the ground. You can keep it, but these trees are mine. Follow the rules and I won't have to intervene. Got it? Remember our deal now?
Not now. Please. Why did this happen? He was joking about onto the ship just a moment ago.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Need to stay focused. Heading there.
With finesse.
Indeed.
ready.
What's the plan? Moving.
I've missed this.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square. That bloody Irenes! Devils just can't stand to lose. Here. Now go back to the pit that made you.
No one back home will ever believe this.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me.
Bells, it's our job to get us out of this safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says. That was stupid and reckless.
Keep their confidence if you insist.
I see you. Just give me a moment. A moment.
This may be captured.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what? Drow. Last time I saw one of you folk, he tried to slit me open. I hope you're more agreeable. That's neither here nor there. Look, you obviously want something. What is it? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Why are you asking?
A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole.
That's a serious condition. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
Don't worry about him on the table. I'm not in the habit of killing drow. He attacked Master Halsin and I in the woods, leading a pack of goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do. It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Looking closer, you realize you've seen this thorn in the wilds. It's Kalimvor's kiss, a briar from the Dale lands, and a deadly poison.
I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. I'm trying to help you, but I need to be sure. So tell me, where'd you get that thing? A Mind Flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. But you have to. Don't you understand? You could kill us all. Swear it. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? I can't make any promises. This is like nothing we've seen before. But I know this for sure. Master Halsin is the only one close to understanding these things. He's your best bet to survive. Otherwise, that vial's your only option. The way I see it, you have two options. Halsin, or that wyvern poison. I don't envy your choice, truly. But this is the hand fate's dealt you. Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern poison.
Never.
Just keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
Looks like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
Time to track him down and see what he knows.
Assuming he's still alive.
Speculation will get us nowhere. Let's go find him.
That might be worth a look.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural depicts a ritual, but you do not recognize the deity involved.
Can't afford to stay idle.
By claw and tooth from root, the mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanus, god of nature.
Let's move.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
Is someone singing?
It's beautiful.
Such a pretty song.
If you mind my step.
Shh. Listen. Don't you hear it? It's so peaceful.
A sweet melody plays above the waves, beckoning you, drowning out all logical thought. The suffocating yearning suddenly fades as the spell breaks. You are free.
No, no. It's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer. Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
Shall we dance? On my way.
Now for what you are.
Is someone singing?
It's beautiful. Shh. Listen. Don't you hear it? It's so... No.
waiting. Let's make this quick. On the move.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Filler! But I see you now for what you are.
No choice but to keep going. All right then.
What should I do?
catch my breath.
Let's finish this.
Well, so much for peace.
Don't know what hit him.
My faith will protect me.
Let's play.
Are they gone? They're gone. Now there's just Mole. She'll be so mad. I didn't get the gold from the nest. I got to go. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
That scamp reminds me of myself when I was a nipper. Always getting into trouble. And worse. One time, my parents denied me a kitten, so I summoned myself a Tressim. Ugh, dear old Tara. Beautiful creature. Benefits of a wizard's education, you see. Of course, my considerable talent didn't hurt either. Well, that depends on who you ask, I suppose. I may have summoned things rather more exotic than a winged cat. Only when the occasion suits. That's mostly a synonym for yes, by the by. Anyway, I'm glad we got that boy out of his predicament. Poor lad would have been harpy feed if it wasn't for you.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get. Something the matter?
Yes?
that blood? No, never mind.
Let's see what those harpies were hoarding.
More like butchering. Don't know why I bother. I know. I should be packing up, but I need to finish this song. It's important. And I'm sticking to it. Thank you ever so much. Words of mine will... Oh, this song will be the death of me. It can't hurt. I have an extra lute, if you want. My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her, dancing beneath the stars, a huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble, like ash. Wait. Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect. That it's okay. That I'll be okay. And thank you for everything. Moon, moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Wait.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last lights down. Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and note it, I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Sorry. Thanks. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it. Lihala said that's why eulogies were important. They were for the living as well as the dead. I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch to perfect a song. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to Lihala. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
It hurts! It hurts! Please, make it stop! Don't you think it's awful?
We'll save you, poor soul.
The critters start a duet of their own, attempting to drown out the bard's music. They look at you expectantly.
No! You're killing us! My head is melting. I'm leaving before the damage is permanent.
All the love I can't repay. Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. I know that
Bells, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about them.
Think you could stand back a ways, pal? I'm fishing for chumps here.
I don't care what Mole says. Stupid and reckless.
Those druids are going to get us killed! Nothing sacred about this lot!
Heartless bastards. They deserve to have the goblins burn them out.
Come on, open up.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fault. No war.
Again. Swing and swing. Parry.
Left, we could at least make a run for it.
Very well.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No. You are incapable. A pitiful lie. Scurry along now, before something dreadful happens to you. Tick-tock.
Funny.
Move.
Another one. What are you under there, then? Ant? Or rocks? Big and slow? The keepers of this place choose different forms. Better ones. They become birds, to hunt on the wing. Bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside. Hiding things. Thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
Be gone. I am hungry.
No traps, please.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanas be with you.
Someone there? Like a wraith.
And I'll bite your fingers off. I will.
The softest touch.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. You've convinced them, for now. But transgress again, and no amount of talking will get you out of trouble.
Drinks.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I can keep going a little longer now.
I've got a long road ahead.
one with the weave.
Looking ahead.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin. Yeah, when he ran off with the druid that saved our hides the first time. Without Halsin, this grove's not so friendly, I'll tell you that.
All right. What now?
Never ends.
Glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long, though. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunt in packs. We need an army, not a hunter. There could be hundreds of them out there.
Hundreds? It'll take hours to kill them all. She's right, we should just go.
How do you drow do that? Find pleasure in killing? I got a goblin myself yesterday. Shot her through the throat. Well, that should have killed her, but she kept gasping. Clawing at the arrow. I'm sorry, the goblins. The killing. It scares me. I want to help. I just didn't think it would feel like this. What's next?
That coin's worth plenty.
So, do you have loves waiting for you once this is all over?
You know what? That is not the easiest of questions for me to answer.
You mean just waiting? Like a lovesick puppy. Short-term amusements are much less hassle.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them. Holy house. Under elf.
Lay time, Nymissa.
Demaze.
Come, Nymissa. Now.
Enough gawking. Get me down. Never.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see them.
As you say.
Enough dawdling. Get
Breathe
me
deep
down.
and move.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks. It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification. You are full up. Dismiss your weakest warrior. Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
A Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless.
Githyanki are impressive. Cold as ice when they're not blazing hot. I wager Lae'zel's no exception. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own, Chaos Incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. What else is on your mind? A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means. My father once said, "One does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call." So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. No, but he named me friend, and that meant the world. But what of the others? The children never saved, the cries never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. Baldur's Gate, born and raised, the only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama, a staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zaithis can cleanse an embedded tadpole. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithis purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. I will not brook your ignorance. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, Exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. I know what you can barely fathom. That you cannot bear it makes it no less true. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore, and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Because I do not intend to let this happen. Not to me, and if you stick with me, not to you. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass. I expect I am your first. Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. It was an observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place.
I am enjoying the latest addition to our little group. Lae'zel is delightful. In a very look at me twice and I'll dismember you kind of way, of course.
Lae'zel has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common foes.
Fine. What's on your mind? Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halsin is our best bet. Oh, there's Ethel. Not that I'm keen to trust her. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith creche will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind. I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
That's quite a sight. The stars, I mean. I could take or leave your chin. No. Just thinking. Reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over? Good. I don't want you to run off just yet. You're quite the ally, after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for. Yes, we're more similar than I thought. Was I? I just need to get some air. Clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears. Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear. Do you think me so sheltered? My entire clutch battled beholders deep within the eye of the sky. We infiltrated a Neogi spelljammer and laid waste to its crew. The tears span Toral's sky, Venisk. There is more to this realm than this grassy pebble. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel? It's natural to suffer a touch of worry, but an Illithid worm should be causing more than mild anxiety. Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash. Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the Druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head. Head to Baldur's Gate. Someone's waiting for me. Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else?
You find a current of hope flowing through her thoughts. She believes you all have a real chance. She's anxious to find this person in Baldur's Gate. Whoever it is has a stronghold over her and can give her something she desperately wants.
Yes, vastly so. But I don't want to talk about her. Not right now. It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well. Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else? The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do? Really? I'd just kill you. Anyway, get some rest. Try not to dream about tying me up. Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else? Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else? I hadn't thought of that. What do you have in mind?
She is serious. Even she seems surprised. She's attracted to you, but you sense more. A warm swell of embarrassment.
Huh. A little comfort and company doesn't sound bad. But let's take care of our problem first. Rest well. Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else? I hadn't thought of that. What do you have in mind? Brambles on bearskin aren't as fun in practice, I'm afraid. Besides, I can't afford to tire you out. We still have work to do. Rest well.
Never a dull moment.
Need something?
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. Make some room, and I'm all yours.
How can I help? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Well met. That's the spirit.
Defender of the people. A hero at heart. Let's get going.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey. If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Speak. It is done. Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. Indolence breeds madness.
least things have stayed interesting.
You! Not another step, hear me? Boss! Got company up here!
What's this then? Trying to creep around us and loot the crypt? Not happening. Or is it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.